Hi, I'm Mark Strollo, and I'm here to tell you about the Georgetown XL. Super excited to get into some of the details here. The Georgetown XL is the number one selling gas Class A in the country, and there's a ton of features that make this whole motorhome up. I'm going to start with the front end here. Extremely unique things up front. The Georgetown XL actually has the largest windshield in the industry. When you're traveling the country, it's important to have that super wide panoramic view. Again, that Georgetown XL has the largest windshield in the industry. A lot of them are on average, about 6 inches shorter and about 6 inches, they're just not as wide. So, awesome feature of the Georgetown XL, largest windshield in the industry. Again, the Georgetown is the number one selling gas Class A in the country, so there's a lot of features here, so I'm going to go kind of quick. Up front, super high-end stuff up here. You actually have halogen lighting up front. So when the Georgetown is coming down the road, this really looks like a mean machine. You'll notice that this particular Georgetown has what they call full body paint. This isn't just any paint package. There are a lot of other gas Class A's out there that do paint. I don't think any of them do it like the Georgetown. It actually has three colors. Our fiberglass sidewalls are gel coated, so this is a really super high-end finish. And the paint is also made by a company called Sickens. They're the highest end paint manufacturer out there. So for resale value purposes, you're really going to enjoy that high-end finish. It's got three colors. It's a gel coated exterior finish, and it's made by a company called Sickens. So just super high-end. I don't know of another motorhome out there that puts together a paint package like this. The foundation of a Georgetown is really kind of unique. It's actually it's on a 22,000-pound chassis. A lot of motorhomes like this are on a much smaller chassis, and it doesn't lend itself to as a comfortable a ride as a Georgetown. So it's on a 22,000-pound chassis. The tires are actually 22.5-inch tires. A lot of the features on the Georgetown are much like a diesel motorhome. So, in fact, there are actually a lot of features on the Georgetown that even a lot of diesels don't have. So, Michelin 22.5-inch tires, this basically the same tires you'd see on any diesel bus. In addition to that, these are really a big chunk of aluminum here. This is they're Alcoa aluminum rims. And it's just super high-end look. They won't rust, and they just always look really sharp going down the road. So you can actually really tell a Georgetown going down the road. It has a pretty unique look to it. Again, these are super important because the motorhome actually can carry more than most of them out there because it's on a heavier duty chassis. So a 22,000-pound chassis is just something that you got to have, and that's part of the reason why the Georgetown why the Georgetown's the number one selling gas Class A in the country. In fact, actually, this floor plan, which we'll go in a minute, is the number one selling floor plan in the industry. So really big deal, heavy-duty chassis, Alcoa aluminum rims. So many of them are using steel wheel liners, which tend to rust and just aren't as high-end looking. So another super important feature. In so many motorhomes out there, I think there's like one is the Miranda or Murata. They're not many of them are using the fiberglass roof. The Georgetown XL uses a fiberglass roof, so super high end. Again, a lot of features that are more like a diesel motorhome than like a trailer. A lot of gas Class A's have trailer amenities. This has more of a diesel bus, more diesel bus features. So that fiberglass roof is super important. I can't stress that enough because it's just very durable, less likely to tear or get a puncture, a hole. And what that means is just a longer lasting rig. So fiberglass roof is a feature that most of your super high-end diesels will have. This has it. So that's a really big deal. Coming down here, this is some incredible features about the Georgetown. Our baggage doors are 2 inches thick. So there's very few baggage doors out there that are that thick. This is the same door you'd find in $300,000 diesels. And they're also what they call slam lock baggage doors. You just kind of slam them shut. Super high end, heavy duty, stamped aluminum 2-inch baggage doors. Most baggage doors out there are about an inch thick, about half as thick. So they close much easier. They open and close much easier and much better a tight seal. Now, if you can get a shot down here, this is really important because it's actually a true full basement model. So there's actually, in this model, there's actually 3 pass-through storage areas. So that is just a really big deal. You know, most gas Class A's won't have any. This actually has the most underneath storage of any gas class A on the market right now. In addition to that, this is an ABS rotocast plastic design. So if you needed to, clean it out, you can just spray it out. Really easy to maintain. So again, it has the largest exterior storage compartments out of any gas class A in the industry. All of these features help make up the Georgetown what it is today. It really is an incredible rig because the majority of all gas class A motorhomes out there that are sold are the Georgetown XL. So that's a big deal. Not only is the pricing right on point, but these features are just things that you just don't see. They go above and beyond, just putting everything they possibly can into it. So baggage door is a big deal. We talked about the paint a little bit. That windshield is the largest exterior windshield in the industry. It is just absolutely outstanding. Our entryway is just incredible. Really, really big deal. There's actually 6 steps. So super, super easy to get into. I mean, I don't think there's much more than 4 or 5 inches here. So if you're, just carrying gear in and out, it is super easy to get in and out. And it's actually a triple step too. Most of these other gas class A's out there, they're just not like this. You just don't have these types of features. So it's important to know how easy it is to get in and out of a Georgetown. This is also a 30-inch entry door. So super big deal. Again, I can't help but just mention it again, that super, super high-end paint package, which is manufactured by a company called Sickens. It is a true gel coat, and it looks like $1 million. Here's another great area to talk about that 22,000-pound chassis again. Again, one of the big advantages of having that heavy-duty chassis is that you get the bigger tires, so you get a much better ride. This is 22.5-inch tires. Most tires are, 19.5. And again, one big hunk of aluminum there really kind of makes for a truer ride, and it just helps with that whole look going down the road. But big thing is you can actually carry more stuff because it is a heavier duty chassis. You can carry on average about 1,000 pounds more gear than you can with some out there that are, 19,000 pound chassis or 19.5. So really big deal. And these things kind of cost money, but also the price of the Georgetown is just unbelievable. So that's kind of what makes it what it is, having a low price and having all these features. So this is another really big deal. It's a 10-gallon hot water heater. The Georgetown XL comes standard with a 10-gallon hot water heater. There's just so many motorhomes out there doing more travel trailer style features. We talked about the Coachman a little bit. Great motorhome. It just doesn't have any of these. It doesn't have nearly any of these features, and you're talking similar money. But again, diesel type features, heavy duty water heater. It's a 10-gallon hot water heater, so almost double the size of most of them out there. Again, the Georgetown is going to have more features like a diesel bus. Most gas class A's out there have more of a trailer style look and feel, so that's a big deal. Power awning is also a standard feature. I almost skipped over this here, but just an awesome thing. And not only is it a power awning, but it has a metal guard on it. So the fabric of the awning is actually guarded by that metal shield, so to speak. So if you're getting into your campground and you've got low-hanging branches, number one, you don't have to worry about anything with your roof because it's a fiberglass roof. Again, most of them, some of the other brands that we talked about earlier, it's a rubber roof. You also don't have to worry about your awning fabric having to be replaced, because of scraping up against a tree. So that's a really big deal. Now coming down back here, this is another good area. This is our third spot for pass-through storage. I mean, most gas class A's have no pass-through storage, none. The Georgetown actually has 3 pass-through storage compartments. It is really a big deal for fishing poles, all that sort of stuff. So again, even most diesels out there just don't have much pass-through storage. So just a tremendous feature. You actually have 3 pass-through storage areas on this particular model, which is a 378. Incredible design motorhome. It's built by Forest River, which is owned by Berkshire Hathaway. So just a tremendous company, tremendous value in the Georgetown. Of all these features, there's just so many, and I want to keep going as fast as I can here because there's a lot to cover. But The back end, just a awesome, awesome design. It has a front and rear fiberglass cap. Now, most gas Class A's just have like a regular travel trailer style wall on the back. This is, again, it's more like a diesel, so super, super high end front and rear fiberglass caps. Now, in addition to that fiberglass cap, there's some other unique features about this. You actually have LED lights, brake lights, and a couple of LED lights up top. So just really, really, really bright and safe. Now, also, you'll notice that these brake lights are a little taller. They're actually sit up higher than most, because if you're towing a car, you'll still be able to see your brake lights. They're very visible. So if you want to come around the back, I can get started on some of the back end stuff here. Okay, just to come around the back side here, a lot of the same stuff we talked about up front, but I just want to kind of go over a couple of new things here for you. A lot of great things in this area here. This is your utility center. It's actually pretty unique. The Forest River Georgetown XL, they provide you with a whole house water filtration system. So many motorhomes and trailers and those types of things, they do a water filtration system, but they put it underneath the sink. So any water that you have coming into your rig has a carbon, it's filtered by a water filter. So that's an awesome feature. Also, if you can see this here, there's actually a black tank flush. So oftentimes when your monitor panel isn't reading properly up top, or your tanks are just kind of again, the monitor panel isn't reading right, they're not cleaned properly, you'd have to actually bring a hose inside your rig, put it down the toilet area, and it's just really kind of a mess. But here with a black tank flush system, you actually hook the hose right up here, cleans all your tanks out. Really, really great feature. So in this area, very clean setup, simple setup, super easy to use. City water fill, fresh tank fill, black tank flush, awesome features. And again, you have your whole house water filtration system, which is a big deal. Here again, you can see your Michelin 22.5-inch tires with aluminum rims. So, and I point this out and I repeat these things because there's just you have your choice. You can have more homes with this stuff or without, and so many of them just kind of cheapen up and they don't put these things on there. And the Georgetown is super high end, and there's really no area in which they skimp on, so to speak. So cool feature there. Again, those 2-inch baggage doors are a really big deal. They can open and close real easy. This is even though it's small, that's the third spot of pass-through storage. So that's a really big deal. And up here, you can see just like similar to like a diesel, you're going to have a significant amount of pass-through storage. Where at some of the top other names out there for gas motorhomes, they just don't have any pass-through storage. So really a really ideal situation with regards to options that just come with it, construction features, and just overall appearance. Certainly this makes the Georgetown what it is today. So that's about it for the backside, and then we'll take a walk inside and show you much more stuff. Okay, now on to the inside. In fact, actually, before I step in, I wanted to show you one real unique thing about the Georgetown here. If I can kind of get this off. It actually comes standard with 2 coach batteries. Very rare to see in any gas Class A, but this comes standard with 2 coach batteries. So many of them just give you 1, but your lights are going to stay brighter longer. So you have 2 coach batteries. This is something that you don't have to spend money on. Now, there's a lot of stuff to go over with on the inside here. And again, a lot of these things I'm going to talk about are just the reason for me talking about this is I just want to show the separation between the Georgetown Class A and any other Class A out there. And there are some significant differences. Number one on the interior, a really big deal is that it's an 84-inch interior height. So you have 7 feet of interior height. And the big advantage there is storage and also headroom in your bathroom and shower area. So the 7-foot interior height is extremely unique. Very few people are using this. And also, while we're up here, I just kind of want to show you that there's what they call a soft touch ceiling. This is the same ceiling you're going to see on $500,000 motorhomes. So it really is amazing the detail that Forest River puts into their Georgetowns, and it's just they really have nailed it on every aspect. So the soft touch ceiling is awesome because it's really easy to clean. It's noise dampening, and it's just a high-end look. So 84-inch interior height with the soft touch ceiling. In addition to that, you have recessed halogen lights. I mean, these are these are a big deal. I mean, they look really, really high end, and there's just more motorhomes out there that still use the old travel trailer style lights, the cheaper lighting setup, the same ones they use in pop-ups. I mean, these are just flush mount, recessed halogen lights. They're just super high end. Again, they've really nailed it on a lot of aspects here. So 84-inch interior height's a really big deal. Soft touch ceiling is a super big deal as well. Again, this model is a 378. It's our best-selling Georgetown, one of the best-selling Georgetowns out there. You can see because of this huge living room up here. Now up front, this is a great area to show the fact that it's the largest windshield in the industry. So the view going down the road is just amazing. So many of them still have the two-piece windshield, but this is just a wide, expansive view. Nothing like seeing the road when you're on the road. So another neat thing too. Some might not think it's a big deal, but again, more features like a diesel bus. You have a power sunshade. So, I mean, that's just a great feature. Just touch the button, and or when you're breaking down camp for the night, rather than having to pull out whip one of those curtains around, here you just hit the button, and again, a feature like a diesel bus. So, all of these things are very unique. A lot of motorhomes just don't have this at all. The kitchen area. This is one of my favorite areas to talk about because it is super, super unique. They use almost residential style appliances. This microwave is a brand name Frigidaire, and it's 30 inches across. So it really is a residential style microwave. So many motorhomes just use really small, like maybe just this size here, but the Georgetown uses a 30-inch microwave. We also use a flush mount oven, so just a super, super high-end look. Again, these are a Korean style countertop, so solid surface countertops, a flush mount oven. Again, most motorhomes out there just don't have any of this stuff that we're talking about. So if you really get a chance to compare, the Georgetown really just nails it on every level, and including price too. So, and also if you get a chance, do some research on it. All of these things are just super unique. So the oven is a 21-inch high oven too. So most of these ovens that you see out there are 16. This is a 21, so it's a little bit bigger. Again, 30-inch microwave, 21-inch high oven, and a flush mount oven are a big deal, and they're also stainless steel. So many of them aren't they're just not available. These are things you just can't get in other motorhomes. So some do, but most don't. Again, stainless steel, flush mount, countertops. That is a super, super clean, high-end look that it's really hard to duplicate in any other motorhome out there. So this is another great area to show where the benefit of that soft touch ceiling is. This is your cooking area here. A lot of motorhomes are going to use that carpet style fabric stuff, and it really just kind of collects moistures and grease and that kind of stuff. Here, you just don't have a chance of that, and you can just wipe it off real easy. So great way to show the benefit of this soft touch ceiling is in that in the kitchen area. So just love the kitchens in the Georgetown. They're absolutely unique. You also have a solid surface, backsplash as well. These are really big deals. Again, a lot of things that you just don't even see in a diesel motorhome. So moving over to the kitchen. This is just an awesome sink section here. You have recessed stainless steel sink. Most of the manufacturers out there are still using the older style fiberglass sinks. Now this is, in my opinion, 100 times easier to clean. It's just the fiberglass sinks that they use they discolor. Dirt and that kind of stuff gets into the cracks here. You use a little bit of Ajax or whatever, and it shines up just like brand new. So really super, super high-end stainless steel sink, and they're actually very deep. So this really is a residential style type of kitchen, and most motorhomes out there just have these really, really small sinks. So this is a big deal. One of my favorite things, stainless steel recessed sink. Just a tremendous benefit. One more thing I forgot to mention while we're up here, another standard feature with the Georgetown is a home theater system. So I'll kind of point out some of the speakers here. These things are options in most motorhomes. There's really not much optional things here for the Georgetown, but home theater system comes with it, DVD player, subwoofer, 5, 6, 7 speakers. It sounds like a movie theater in here if you get stuck inside and you have to watch a movie. All of their appliances are just super big. Again, stainless steel and oversized. So again, the oven, the microwave, the refrigerators are all going to be oversized and stainless steel. So these are things that you'd want to look for in a gas class A. So not only have they really nailed it as far as floor plans go, they really have the most wide open type of floor plans, innovative new type of floor plans, but features in their motorhome. There's just features upon features. So now into the bathroom area here, a lot of very unique things. This is what they call a vessel sink. There are a lot of advantages here, and most people think it's a little modern, a little too modern for me. It's a little different, but the best thing about this vessel bowl is that it allows for more counter space. There's more counter space in the bathroom. In addition to that, your regular sinks have, they hang down real low in here, so you have less storage. So the vessel bowl lends itself to more counter space, more underneath storage. So, and it's actually a bigger area, so really unique. This here, I just can't say enough about it because you just don't get this. You really a feature that you find in most higher-end diesels. It's a one-piece fiberglass tub surround. There isn't a seam in here. There's just no seams. Really, really high-end. And the best thing about that is it's easy to clean. I mean, that's what the benefit here is, that it's easy to clean. There are no seams. It's one piece, and cleaning this is an absolute breeze. And let's face it, after every trip, this is something you're going to have to clean. So having a one-piece tub surround is a big benefit. So now here's, if you want to, I'm going to show you a couple of things here. Again, Forest River, one thing that they're famous for is they do storage. I mean, this here has 8 or 10 drawers, just in the bedroom area. I mean, that's actually a really big deal. I mean, there are a lot of motorhomes out there that you just have 2, 3 drawers. This has 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. It says 10, almost 10 drawers. So really big deal. Again, the Forest River Georgetown is a tremendous value. It is the best deal going for gas Class A's in the country right now, and it's because of all these features. A couple other neat things in the bedroom, just real quick, I just wanted to show you before we kind of wrap it up here. This is a Serta mattress. I mean, it's a really, really high-end mattress. I think the retail price on something like this is $600 or $800. I mean, it's comfortable. I mean, this is a pillow top, super high-end Serta mattress. I mean, these are things that are just not found in other motorhomes. So just to kind of go over again, and I know I repeated myself a bunch of times, but the benefits of the Georgetown are clear. It is the #1 selling gas Class A in the country because of not only structural differences, but options. You have a 22,000-pound chassis. You have 22.5-inch tires. You have a fiberglass roof. Most of these other motorhomes out there, we talked about some of the different brands. They just don't have any of this stuff. So I encourage you to replay the video as much as you can and really kind of get an idea of some of the differences between the Georgetown and others out there. Again, my name's Mark Stroll. I'll be happy to help. If you have any questions, feel free to call one of our stores and ask for pricing right over the phone. Thank you.